It's such a lovely day here in Staines that Jonathan and I thought, rather than stand on some vacant beach in the middle of nowhere.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, it'd be nice, yeah. But it's January, so we thought we'd start outside the store because a lot of you haven't seen the delightful road that we're in. Look at that, what a road, eh? And also the store, which probably you've seen in videos in years gone by. So actually, in all seriousness, the railway station is at the top of this road. Turn left and it's actually on the left hand side. That's how close Waterloo main line into London is. And Heathrow Airport is about 2.5 miles, 3 miles that way. So come into the store. All right, Jonathan?
Well, yeah, it's beautiful out here.
Yeah,
Blue
have a nice
sky.
Christmas, have a good
Very
Christmas.
nice, yeah, yourself.
Come after you, young man. Go on, Gary. Oh no, I'll tell you what, I'll go. Go on. You follow us in. This is where the camera goes mad.
Gary's got to try and shut the door as well. That was clever.
So, something for the weekend with some used kit. We've been busy buying used kit, even more so, and thanks very much for all of those that respond to my requests for us to purchase your used. Obviously, because we sell so much new, we get lots of trade-ins.
We do.
In fact, we've got so much used kit, we're starting right over this end today. LDG tuner, the AT200 Pro Mark II, that's the latest one. Yes, it will handle up to 200 watts throughput, tuned 10:1 SWR. You can actually tune it manually as well for ultra fine tuning, but as usual with all LDG products, it puts all the transmissions into memory. So when you go back to the band, it sniffs the RF and goes, we're pretty well on the same frequency and the antenna hasn't changed, I'll go to that position. So that's why they're so fast, faster than all the other tuners on the market. Next to it, I haven't seen one of these for 100 years. I don't know whether Tony Dewsbury's still going. I used to sell these when I was at Bernie and Brenda's at Amateur Radio Exchange, if you can remember that far back. It's a little super tutor. It's basically a Morse code tutor. It's very basic. You can vary the speed and pitch, and it will randomly send Morse code out to you. And that's a snippet, £45. It's about 40 years old, but it does work. It's been in our workshop. Next to it, Kenwood TS590S at £749. I mean, that's such a good price, and it really is immaculate. It's not the SG version, so does it really matter? But you certainly save yourself extra money if you're looking at getting into HF or an extra HF rig in the shack. Certainly the 590S with the auto tuner built in and full bands, including walk, and 6 meters. Jonathan, do you want to talk about the FTV 1000?
Absolutely, FTV 1000. And I will be completely honest, this is the first time I've ever seen one. This is the 50 megs transverter for things like the FT 1000 MP, the Mark V, the Mark V Field, because I don't have 6 meters on them. Full 100 watts out from that, up at 499. I believe it's boxed and complete, and it is in fantastic condition.
And it's got its own power supply built in as well. So that really is a standalone 100 watt 6 meter transverter. And it was real contest spec. People used to use these in contests. Moving along, up here, look, this bit, you've got to look everywhere today because it's absolutely all over the place. MFJ 259C, they've been churning these out forever and ever. That's a big saving off list, well over £100, £225. AR8600s.
Yeah, AR8600, the sort of base or mobile communication receiver from AOR. I believe we've got a couple of those. This one's up at 549. We've got another one that's slightly better condition at 599. But both boxed, both come with everything you'd expect. And an absolute snipper, I think of that. Radio Sport headset, the RS60. Again, we've got a couple of these as well. This one is supplied with the cable for ICOM, so I'm going to assume it's got an ICOM element as well. It probably does. I believe it does. This one, I don't believe has the box, otherwise it would be there with it, but 189, that's, by the time you've added a cable on, that is well over £100 off what they are new. Yep. So that is a fantastic price. Moving along, we've got a couple of LDG YT1200. So Martin showed you the AT200 earlier, but if you have a FTDX 1200, an FTDX 3000, an FT950 or an FT450, then one of these might be better suited for you because it comes with the interface cable in order to sort of control the radio. So all you have to do is hit tune on the tuner, and it will make the radio generate about 5 watts carrier, and it will do the tuning cycle.
And people
nice
ask us, why would you buy an external LDG tuner when the FT DX1200 has already got a tuner built in? Quite simply, 10-to-1 SWR tuning, whereas the internal tuners of the Yaesus are typically 3-to-1. So this is faster and a far broader tuning range for £150. You'll pay more than that for an MFJ standard 949 manual tuner. So do consider one of those. I also spotted the Daiwa CN901VN. That's 200 watts from 140 to 525 megs. With proper PP reading as well, and RMS of course. And the Daiwas use the cross needles, so you can very quickly look at where these needles cross over, look at your instant SWR, the actual power reflected and forward power as well. And that's £89, and I think that really is, it really is like new. I'm not sure why we got that in Partex, but we have, so we're very happy with that, thank you. Moving on.
Moving on, we've got an ICOM IC7100 just sat there. We like these radios.
We love them. Customers do too.
Yeah, customers do, absolutely. HF all the way through to 77s, including 4 meters on the European model, of which, of course, this one is fully boxed and complete at 749. That's a couple £100 off what they are brand new, £250 off what they are brand new. They do come, you can download from the ICOM D-Star dedicated website. You can download the file that would normally be on program from factory or program from ICOM UK. I'd say we do generally reset all the radios as part of the testing process, so that information is lost, but free download from ICOM's D-Star site, boxed and complete, 749, fantastic price.
Palstar 82K, the built like a tank product from Palstar. Nicely built as always with any Palstar product. We're the distributor for the UK for them. £150 saving on that, and you've got proper big roller inductor rather built in, and there's a new one sitting underneath. So that's £599. That's £449. Save yourself £150. Go for one of those. Moving along, which way should we go? FT 817ND. That's a bit of a rarity with a BHI DSP board. God knows how many years ago when Yaesu first bought the 817 out, I talked, was it 2001? Good Lord, incredible. I talked Graham at BHI into making an internal DSP module, which he did. They're quite complex to fit, so generally we always fit them, and we've had one traded in. So £425. The ND, remember, was the last of the series before the 818 came out. Spot the difference. Visually, nothing, I don't think, is there?
Gold lettering.
Oh, gold lettering, yes, okay, there you go. Fantastic. And but the DSP module built in, so £425 for a lovely little portable all-band, all-mode transceiver. Down below? Down
below, we'll talk quickly, got an FC10, the automatic tuner that matches...
It matches the FT840 and products like that. So if you've got an FT840 in the shack and you're looking for a manual tuner that actually matches the product, the Yaesu one was a nice little piece of kit. It's exactly the same height and styling of the FT840.
Next to an FT950.
Yeah,
950, yeah. FT950, the predecessor to the 1200 that we've already alluded to. It's a nice base station. It's one of those radios that has a presence on the desk that I particularly like. It's a radio that looks like a radio.
$599 is a good price.
$599 is a very good price. I'm not sure whether Gary's going to pick it up. There's just some sort of marking on this top left-hand corner.
Yeah.
It's whether Gary can pick that up on the camera, I don't know. But that is reflected in the price, obviously. But the actual fascia is absolutely fine, not a mark on the fascia. The screen, all importantly, is not a mark on it as well.
And a brace of IC910s, both fitted with 23 SEMs. This is the predecessor to the IC9700. They've both got 23 SEMs, and I think this one's fitted with a UT106, the DSP module, up at around £950. Both in excellent condition with box, book and packing. So if you're interested in 270 and 23, they're certainly worth considering, and they're a really, really good contest performance transceiver. Talking of which, TS2000, the TS2000E. Unfortunately, no longer manufactured. I mean, it would be 20 years old this year if they still made it. They knocked it on the head about 6 to 9 months ago. HF, 6 meters, 2 meters, 70 centimeters, everything in one box with a tuner built in of 799. That's equivalent to an FT847. I'm going to jump over here and then come back. The Yaesu 847 by Yaesu is an extremely popular piece of kit. They stopped making that quite a few years ago, but that really is mint, £599. And of course, you've got satellite operation on there as well. All mode, 6 meters, 2 meters, 70 cents, and I think that's got the upgrade for the 4 meters as well. So that's actually very cheap at $5. I'm not quite sure whether the mark's up at $599, but there it is. Back to this side, Jonathan.
Yeah, we've got. So we've already seen one of these as a 590S, same price as the other one. No, sorry, slightly more. This one's slightly better condition, 799, but still a very, very good price for a 590. I've been saying that currently in the shack at home. I've got the 590 SG that I'm having a play with at the minute, and absolutely lovely. The differences between the S and the SG, not an awful lot. A bit of change to the casings, and they removed DSP in the top right hand corner, but it's still got on there, obviously. 799, box complete, etc. Martin was just speaking about the TS2000E. Well, around here we have a TS2000X. So everything that Martin has just said about the E,
with 23
with 23 SEMs as well, so it's a good price. If your friends maybe just bought himself an IC 9700 and you want to get yourself on 23 SEMs as well, don't really want to spend that amount of money, or perhaps the 910 is not for you, but you want something with HF on board as well, maybe, and obviously the TS2000X is a very good option for you. Now, talking something that's mint, an FTDX 3000. Now, this one is a couple of years old, but the previous owner never got it out of the box. Never ever got it out of the box. The first time it was opened was when our engineers opened it up in order to test it, which seems a little bit ridiculous given the fact it had never been opened.
And these haven't been put back on. They are actually, it literally was an unopened box.
Yeah. So you're going to save yourself the best part of 350 quid by buying a used one that is as new.
And because we're so lovely, I'm going to throw a year's warranty in with that one as well. So if you do purchase that off the web, not ring us up, order it off the web, and Jonathan will add to it that it includes a year's parts and labour warranty, even though it is 2 years old, isn't it? I mean,
yeah, it's a couple of years old, yeah. So it's almost at the end of whatever warranty it had on the Yaesu. But
another nice radio. What actually deleted the FT950, or replaced it, should I say, is the FTDX 1200. I think they've actually stopped making these now, haven't they?
Just about, yes.
Which is a shame, because it's, again, same format, size as the 950, but a lot more up to date. £699. That's an HF base station with 6 meters, and again, a decent size. I like bigger radios. Talking of bigger radios, FTDX 5000 MP, which is in absolutely astonishing, and I mean astonishing condition. These are still available new at £3,000 plus the cost of the SM5000, £2,049. That is absolutely pristine with its original box, book and packing. Just popping back over here, I mentioned the FT840 earlier, the Yaesu, but this is the Icon version. It's an ideal entry basic radio. You couldn't even buy a decent shortwave receiver for £399. If you are just a shortwave listener, you're perfectly legally allowed to own this as long as you leave the microphone in the box and don't transmit, so that you're buying yourself a good performance, general coverage HF receiver, an amateur band transceiver. So that's the Icon 718 for only £399. Elecraft K3?
Yeah, K3, I do like a K3. So this is the original K3, not the K3S, but I think this one has been upgraded to the almost K3S spec with the synthesizer. This one up at $14.99, comes with everything you need, the mic manual and a DC cable as well. $14.99 is a great price for an Elecraft K3. Obviously, we're all excited about the K4 having been announced and it's due to ship at some point soon. But the K3, still a good radio, still absolutely loved by contesters and DXpeditions as well. I know that a few guys from Cabhabs have been recently over at the UK Sovereign base on Cyprus, and they were all running K3s with the KPA 500 out there. So a loved radio that is so well used, and K3S as well. So we have a K3S down here. It's a bit more expensive than the K3, I will say that, but it has got that P3 with it as well. So it
And filters.
P3 and filters as well. Thank you, Martin. So it's 2899. For that, you get a fully filtered K3S with the P3 pan adapter, and you've seen what the ICOM 7300 does with its screen. The P3 beats it, in my opinion. It's a beautiful display on it. 2899, fully to you. That's it.
Right, if you fancy playing Rambo this weekend, then Yaesu brought out a radio called the FT897, which is this. And the reason they were referred to as a Rambo radio is that they used to supply battery packs with it, so you can literally get the hold of the thing, run up the hill, stick yourself up an antenna and work completely self-contained, running 5-10 watts output. This hasn't got the batteries because most of them expired now. I think this was out at least 6-7 years ago. They stopped making them, probably more. In good condition, HF and 6 meters again. It's basically a large format FT857, the Yaesu 857, which has also come to the end of its life. They're no longer manufactured, they're finished. So if you want to grab yourself, if you like the way the 857 works, the 897 is a great similar machine, which is a lot easier to use at home. And similarly, we've got two. So that one's $499. This one isn't in quite a good condition. There's a few marks on it. Still in good nick though, but I think there's a little kind of mark here and there. That's only $429. If you own an 897 and you're desperately after an internal power supply, this is the FP30. Bolts in it, you just take the bottom lid off, stick that on, and you've got an internal 240 volt supply for it at $129. Similarly, you can have a bolt-on tuner, the FC30. Yep. That slides onto the side of the radio on that side, tuning all the HF bands for £99. FT1000 MP Mark 5.
Yeah, 1000 Mark 5. Lovely radio.
No, I know they are. 200 watts output now, so instead of the standard 100 watts, you've got 200 watts out on HF with obviously the matching power slide, because you couldn't run it, because I think they're running I think it's 24 volt rail. I think 24 or 48, sorry about that, I should know. But it's an external power supply. Again, beautifully made, and the radio that replaced this was the FTDX 5000, which is sitting next to it. So that's half the price. Really good buy at £1,000. We've already spoken about that. Benos, good old Benos. They used to be one of the biggest manufacturers in the UK of 2 meter and 70 SEM linear amplifiers. This is the 10 in 100 watt out 2 meter linear. So if you've got a 10 watt radio, or you can turn the drive down to 10 watts, you've got 100 watts out, that's £149. Next to it, the ICOM ICE 2820. This is the one with the magnetic connections to put it onto the body of the radio. It's D-Star.
Yeah, D-Star FM 2 in 70, and this one unusually has the GPS module as well in the box with it. So it's $299, reflecting the price. It's a little bit more than you might see them otherwise, but yeah, with the GPS unit in there as well, it's a very good buy. And if you want to double your foot into D-Star, and you might be considering something like an ID50-100, or maybe you've got your eyes on maybe something like a second-hand ID40-100, well, consider the 2820. It works in a very similar way. It's slightly more involved in terms of getting away onto D-Star, but actually that's a good thing in my opinion, because it means that you get to learn how D-Star works and how to actually, what all those commands mean and what REF001CL means.
I was getting too complicated.
Yeah, thank you.
Anyway, now TS590 SG. This is the SG version. Again, excellent, absolutely excellent condition. Box, book and packing, HF and 6 meters, etc., etc. £899. Next door to it, the Kenwood TS480 SAT. These are still being made, and we're still selling them. A popular machine with a remote head, so you can either have that in the car or indeed have that in the shack with the brackets and mount the body, which has got a built-in tuner fitted to it, and that's only $599. And not far away over this side is the 200 watt version without the tuner. Same thing, there's one of the brackets mounted. We didn't bother taking the bracket off, and that's only $649. So if you don't want the tuner, or you already got a tuner, pay £50 more and you've got a 200 watt very small and compact transceiver. Bear in mind you need a good 40-50 amps to drive that. And yes, we do sell power supplies for about 130, 140 quid that will run it. Another FT897 at $499, and another YT100 at $159. That really is $150. I do apologise. Same price as the others. Another $590. Absolutely as new with a year warranty on that at $949. MD200, the Yaesu Desk microphone. These have been out for years, but they're really are BBC quality. £179. I think we've got 2 of those. Yeah, I saw another one over there. Similar price. A rather marked up FL7000, the Yaesu 500 watt output HF linear amplifier. Tuner is useless. They were when they were brand new, and this one is, so we're selling it without a tuner. You have to come and collect it, and I think that's up for 700 and something. Don't know, 750, something like that. FL7000, nice clear display for the power and a power output, amps and VSWR, etc. And it's even got the remote antenna switch. What Jonathan did buy in on Monday was this completely mint ACOM 1010. These are available new from us for I think $16.50. This is absolutely immaculate. HF 700 odd watts, I think.
700 watts.
700 watts output, $13.49. So £400 saving off list price and a 6-month warranty on that. Anything else, Jonathan?
The Pro 3.
Yes, the Pro 3. Goodness, where did I miss that?
Yeah, 756 Pro 3. And yes, we've tested the screen and it is as bright as the day it came out of the factory. £999, fully boxed complete. The predecessor to the 7600, which is of course replaced by the 7610. A beautiful radio and loved around the world. I know a few people who have still got their 756 Pro 3s and are loath to get rid of them because they just work so well. So that's available, $999. And just very quickly, Martin mentioned the 480HX. Power supply to drive it. And we've got there a
second-hand one.
Second-hand one. The Nevada version of our MP50. It's the same thing inside, just with a different badge on the front. £79. Nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
So just over 700 quid, you've got a 200 watt, very small, compact HF and 6 metre base station there.
Absolutely.
There probably is even more kit around that I haven't spotted, but quite a lot more than usual. Thanks very, very much for watching Something for the Weekend this weekend. If there's any kit you want to trade in, or indeed any new equipment that you're looking for, please consider us. We're here every day, Monday through to Saturday. My team are more than happy to talk deals with you on the telephone. Remember, we do finance, and you can do that automatically off our website. So if you look at something, you want to finance it, you can actually go through and subject to terms and conditions, etc. That's instantly approved for you, and you can purchase, and your equipment will be shipped the next day. Thank you very much. Thanks, Jonathan.
Thank you, Martin.
And until next time, ta-ra.
See ya.